Boruto. 2 Blue Vortex. Chapter 11 starts with Himawari channeling Kyuubi's chakra to face off against Jura and protect her squad. The enemy attempts to figure out what has changed and boils it down to the Nine Tails chakra, but isn't sure what it all means. Shikadai is also confused at how exactly Himawari was able to heal the damage she had taken. Using her new power, she lifts Inojin from the wood that was impaling him and heals his wounds. Everyone is confused by Himawari's new power, even herself, but she knows she can now sense Jura. Himawari asks everyone to leave and take Inojin to the hospital while she fights, but Jura taunts them, saying he now remembers them, and if they leave, they'll still meet again. Jura's ominous warning that he will remember them and their eventual encounter seems to foreshadow a more complex and potentially perilous conflict ahead. After much resistance, the squad leaves Himawari to fight alone. The fight begins. Himawari faces Jura, awakening her Biju powers. The fight starts with Himawari successfully landing a blow on Jura, sending him flying into the distance. Himawari released a strong Biju Dama, and Jura followed it with his right eye. Jura compliments her on how fast she's been able to master this power, but shortly after, he rushes at her, landing a brutal combination. He says that now he'll take the fight seriously. Back in Konoha, Sarada and the other ninjas arrived at Hidari. The Uchiha asks him how he can use Chidori. He then reveals that he cannot use the technique properly with Sharingan. When Konohamaru asked him about his relationship with Sasuke, Hidari stated that he did not know and came to Konoha to learn about himself. Realizing that Sarada was Hidari's target, Sumire warned the senior ninja to protect her. Hidari shocks Sarada with his claws and burns another ninja. Konohamaru tries to fight him, but the Shinju suddenly appears behind him. He uses wind release, spiraling barrier to protect himself from Hidari's Chidori. The Shinju then attacks Sumire, knocking her out. Himawari struggles to keep up with Jura, despite her powerful regenerative abilities, which surpass those of a Jinchuriki and approach those of a tailed beast. However, the immense chakra required for her regeneration weakens her, making her vulnerable to Jura's attacks. Kurama acknowledges Himawari's incredible potential, but admits that Jura is too strong for her. The next scene shows Kawaki and Delta heading towards Himawari's spot. Delta questions Kawaki's ability to defeat those who've already bested him, but the young man is determined to protect Himawari. But suddenly, Boruto flies past him. Boruto grabs Himawari and moves her out of the way as we see Sarada about to be devoured by Hidari. The frog signals to Boruto uses Flying God Thunder technique to teleport himself and Himawari to Sarada's location, and suddenly Boruto appears behind Hidari and cuts Hidari's hand. And before the end of the chapter, Hidari mentions the word Otsutsuki Boruto,